Hello everyone, welcome to Party and Duo. This is Mobin.
And this is Javad.
In this channel, you will learn English from the basics, so let's get to it. Alright, supposing that you know the alphabet, I mean A, B, C, D, the first thing to talk about is the difference between A and an. Whenever we want to use the number 1 or A, if the word starts with one of the vowel sounds, instead of using a, it has to be started with an. So what are these vowel sounds? A, E, I, O, U. So you have to memorize these vowel sounds. I repeat, the vowel sounds are A, E, I, O, U.
So now we are going to say some examples that can define the difference between A and an more. For example, a doctor. So, guys, as we know, doctor starts with D, which is not a vowel sound. On the other hand, we have an apple. So, apple starts with A. So, A, which is vowel sounds. For mentioning that it is only one, we have to put an before it. Another example is a brother. On the other side, we have an iron, a father, an engineer, a neighbor, an onion, and the last one but not the least, a chef. The other side, we have an Uber. So let's continue.
Now, the next subject to work on is to be. What is this to be? In English, there are numerous auxiliary verbs. What are these auxiliary verbs? These auxiliary verbs are the verbs that help us to make sentences, like they're used as a helper. So one of the most important one, or rather say the practical one, is to be. For instance, if we want to introduce ourselves, I am Ryan. Or we want to talk about ourselves. My name is Ryan. Or I want to talk about my job. My job is teaching. Thus, for putting them, we need pronouns and to be verbs. So, another example would be, for example, Javad is a teacher. Exactly, we are using a to be here. Now, to further more elaboration,
Okay, so in this table, we have two columns. First one, it's pronouns, which are I, he, she, it, you, we, and they. On the other hand, we have to be. For example, am. So we use I with am. And furthermore, we can say he, she, and it, which is refers to animals or even the things. It's going to be is. And for the plural ones, we use are. So you are, we are, and they are.
how do we shape the negative form of it and how do we shape the question form of it? Interrogative and the question are the synonym for each other, they mean the same. In order to change a positive sentence into a negative one, we will be needing something to make a change in the sentence. And the change is just one word, the word not, which exactly comes after to be, right away after to be. For example, she is a bartender. How do we make this negative? She is not the bartender. Now, if we want to make it simpler, and we want to make a contraction, I am an athlete, I'm an athlete. Now, for the negative one, I'm not an athlete, and there is no contraction for this one. So there's no ament. There's nothing like that. Look at the other example. He or she is a medic. He is a medic. She is a medic. And for the negative one, he is not a medic, she is not a medic, he isn't a medic, she isn't a medic. As you can see, it's much simpler and shorter. And when you want to pronounce it into speaking, it's much fluenter. Sorry. Um, the pronouns you, we, they. Um, you are teammates. We are teammates. They are teammates. You, we, they are teammates. You're like this, or there, or we're. Okay. And for the negative form of it, they are not teammates. We are not teammates. You are not teammates. You aren't teammates, we aren't teammates, and they aren't teammates.
And now we want to move on for making a question. So we just need to switch the subject and the verb. The subjects being your name, pronouns, and possessive adjectives. The verb being any auxiliary verb such as to be. For example, am I an athlete? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Guys, we just have to switch the subject and verbs. It's not difficult. It's actually one of the easiest thing to do. So, let's continue. Is he or she a medic? Yes, he or she is. For positive sentence, for positive answer, and no, he or she isn't. For the plural form of to be verbs, we can use like this: are you, are we, and are they teammates? Yes, we or they are. No, we or they aren't. And also there's a quotation in here. When we are asked a question using you, the answer has to come using I. Are you my classmate? No, I'm not. But this also could be vice versa, meaning that, officer, am I in the correct position? Yes, you are.
Now we have come to the end of the video. I hope that you have enjoyed the video and you have learned. Please do like, subscribe us, and turn on the notification if you like. And this is it. Wait for our next videos. Goodbye.
Catch you up later.